So what do you do?
I sell silence to people who can't sleep. Soundproofing for apartments, mostly in New York.
How do you do that?
Honestly, there's no secret. You find out what people are craving for. You put it on their table and you get paid for it. I kind of reverse engineer it. I don't start with a product. I start with a group of people and one problem that's eating them alive. There's an old line in this business. Don't look for a great product. Look for a starving crowd. Find the hunger first. The meal comes after. So I pick one crowd. People in thin wall apartments who hear every footstep above them. Then I spend months building the exact thing that shuts it out. By the time I show up, I'm not convincing anybody. They've been losing sleep for years. I just hand them the fix they've been begging for. That's the whole thing. Most people build something, then go hunt for buyers. I find the buyers first, then build what they were already hunting for. Pick a crowd that's already starving. Solve the one thing they can't stand. You'll never have to sell hard again, because they were always going to say yes. I'm going to show you how to qualify a lead in the first 3 minutes without sounding like you're interviewing them. Ready? First, you ask about their current state, not their goals. What are you using right now for this? Or how are you handling this today? Their answer tells you if they have a process, a competitor, or nothing at all. Second, you ask what's broken about it. Don't ask if something's broken. Ask what. What's not working about that setup? If they say nothing really, you're talking to someone with no pain. Just disqualify and move on. Third, you ask what happens if it stays broken. If this continues for another 6 months, what does that cost you? If they can't answer, there's no urgency. If they give you a number, you've got a real lead. 3 questions, 3 minutes. Now you know if this is worth your time before you've pitched a single thing.
What do you do for a living?
I protect homes from quiet tenants that do not pay rent but eat the walls from the inside. Termite and pest control.
How do you sell a service the client cannot touch?
If the client cannot touch the result, let them touch the consequences. Show them photos of damage to a neighbor's house, an inspection report, and examples of homes where there was nothing visible either.
How do you sell termite protection?
Never sell termite treatment. Sell a clean inspection report, a stress-free home sale, and never having to hear the words, "You have a serious problem here." Once you understand that sales starts with diagnosis, not presentation, you stop telling everyone about your product just because they agreed to listen. You stop listing features they may not even need. You stop giving the same presentation to customers with completely different problems. And you stop hoping that one of your product's features will accidentally match what they are looking for. Presentation means telling the customer what you think is important. Diagnosis means first discovering what is important to them. How are they handling this problem right now? When you start with diagnosis, every answer tells you exactly what you need to show them. The best salespeople I have ever met do not rush to talk about their product. They ask questions, they listen, they uncover the real cause of the problem, and only then do they explain how their solution can help. Sales does not begin when you open your presentation. It begins when the customer feels that you truly understand their situation. The best salespeople do not start with an answer. They start with the right question.
What do you do for a living?
I sell insurance products at JP Morgan.
What is the main secret to selling high-ticket products?
The higher the price, the less the client is buying the product itself. What they are really buying is the quality of the questions you ask. They have already heard plenty of answers from lawyers, bankers, consultants, and business partners. But very few people can ask the kind of question that makes the client realize the real problem was never where they had been looking.
What are the 3 most important questions you should ask a client?
First, what have you already tried? Second, what is influencing your decision? And the third makes the client realize saving money on a solution has already cost them a fortune. Most people think the best salespeople are charismatic, confident, and always know exactly what to say. They memorize the perfect pitch, they prepare answers to every objection, and they try to fill every second of silence. But talking more does not make you more persuasive. It usually just means the customer has less time to tell you what actually matters. A memorized presentation sounds exactly the same to everyone, even though every customer has a different problem. Great salespeople do something else. They ask a question and stay quiet. They let the customer think. They listen to the words, the hesitation, and the details most people ignore. Because the more you understand, the less you need to say. The one strong question can reveal more than a 10-minute presentation. And when great salespeople finally speak, their words land because they are no longer guessing. They know what the customer needs, what is holding them back, and what they need clarified. So stop trying to sound impressive. Stop preparing the perfect thing to say next. Start listening to what the customer is telling you right now. The best salespeople are not the best talkers. They are the best listeners. 4 simple steps. That's all it takes to outperform your competitors. 1. Ask how they handle a problem now before you mention your solution. Say, how are you dealing with this today? Most competitors start pitching immediately. You are diagnosing the situation while they are still guessing. Find out what is not working. Ask, what is the biggest frustration with your current approach? Then repeat the problem back in their own words. This shows that you listened and makes the customer feel understood. 3. Make the cost of doing nothing clear. Ask, what happens if this continues for another 6 months? Do not focus only on what they gain. Help them see what they lose if they wait. That is where urgency comes from. 4. Make the next step specific. Do not ask, does this sound good to you? Say, would it make more sense to start next week or the week after? Those are the 4 steps. Understand the situation, identify the problem, reveal the consequences, close with a clear choice. That is the difference between giving a presentation and consistently closing deals your competitors lose.
Why do some people sell easily, while others spend months trying to convince clients?
Because the first ones sell painkillers, while the others sell vitamins. Vitamins are, that would be nice. Painkillers are, give me 2 packs and bring me the bill, quickly. If the client is not in pain, you can be a sales genius or a walking presentation. But they will still say, interesting, I'll think about it.
So the problem is not always the script? The script is important, but it is not a magic wand.
If someone is not hungry, you can describe a burger beautifully. Show them the cheese, the sauce, and the sesame bun, but they will say, thanks, I've just eaten. But if they are hungry, you can simply say, there's food, and they are already reaching for their card. 5 parasites are eating your business from the inside. Remove them and you'll outperform your competitors. First, time eaters, endless meetings, manual reports, 3-day approvals. Second, money eaters, unnecessary subscriptions, untracked advertising, discounts for customers leaving anyway. Third, energy vampires, toxic clients and employees who drain the team after every interaction. Fourth, information parasites, chats, reports, and news that create noise but never a decision. Growth blockers, bureaucracy, fear of delegation, and perfectionism. While you're preparing the perfect launch, your competitor is testing their 3rd version. So, what should you do? Once a month, identify all 5 types of parasites. Calculate how much time, money, and energy they take from your business. Then choose one action. Remove, limit, automate, or delegate. To outperform your competitors, you don't always need to work harder. You simply need to stop wasting energy on things that create no value.
What do you say when a client tells you your price is too high?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Exactly. Most salespeople make the same mistake. They panic and start explaining why it costs so much, why the offer is worth it, why the price is fair. Because the moment you start defending the price, you've already accepted that something is wrong with it.
That must feel awkward.
5 seconds feels like an hour on a sales call. But then something strange happens. The client starts talking. They explain their budget. They reveal the real objection. Sometimes they even start justifying your price themselves. Because people hate silence. They rush to fill it. And when they do, they usually reveal the truth.
So silence is a negotiation tactic?
Silence is not weakness. It's pressure without aggression. When a client says, that's too expensive, don't defend your price. Let them explain why. The fastest way to lose a deal is to start selling. Most salespeople hear the customer's problem and immediately begin explaining their solution. But the moment you start selling, the customer instantly starts resisting. So try this instead. Once they describe the problem, ask, what would change if you solved this in 30 days? Now they describe the result themselves. Money saved, pressure lifted, opportunity created. Then ask, what is stopping you from solving it right now? They will name the real obstacle. Budget, timing, trust, or approval. Now you don't have to guess which objection to handle. The customer has already explained the problem, the value of solving it, and what stands in the way. Your job is simply to show them the clearest path forward. 2 questions. No long presentation, no pressure. The best close is the one that does not feel like a close. 5 hidden holes are destroying your sales funnel. Fix them, and you may not need more leads to grow. First, slow response times. A prospect submits a form, waits hours, and buys from the competitor who replied first. Fourth, missing follow-ups. The prospect says they need to think, and nobody gives them a reason to return. Fifth, an unclear next step. The conversation ends without a scheduled call, proposal deadline, or specific decision. What should you do? Review your funnel monthly and measure where prospects stop moving forward. Find the biggest leak, give it one owner, and track the result. More leads will not repair a broken funnel. Close the holes already draining your sales.
What's the easiest way to increase sales?
Start with a full competitor audit. Analyze which offers, marketing channels, and sales funnels are actually bringing them customers. Then implement the best of those ideas in your own business. Or go straight to the professionals at Dezenfi. We'll identify where you're losing leads and revenue, analyze your sales funnel, develop a strategy, and help you implement it. Apply for an audit through the link in the pinned comment.